Hi, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your August Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Audrey Alison, and I'm shuffling the Morgan Greer Tarot. Cancer, please watch your rising sign and your moon sign, as well as your sun sign, for a full dose of divination for the month and of cosmos for the month. Cancer, yesterday on the 28th of July, we had a new moon at 5 degrees of Leo. This is in your money sector of financial security. There's new energy in the area of confidence, self-value, self-worth, and your earnings. Cancer could be investigating a new method of earning, a passive income, an additional income. There's also maybe a new person that could be in charge of finances, a new financial advisor, or therapy, because the second house, although it is not a therapeutic sector, it has to do with how we value ourselves and how confident we are feeling in our own self-worth. And therapy has a lot of holds a place in that area. And I feel like Cancer in this month, just coming out of your birthday and solar return, you're feeling more positive, and that might be contributed to treatment and or a new sense of self-worth. On the 11th of August, Venus also enters Leo, where we had that new moon, and will be there through September 5th. And at first, Venus will be conjunct the sun, and this is all in that same money sector, the value sector. So Cancer, with Venus here, what an attractive and smoothing placement to hold. And that lasts through the 5th of September. When the sun and Venus are conjunct, it's a benevolent aspect of the conjunction, and it will work to your benefit. The money, the feeling, the confidence. You're more on your upside right now, as opposed to when the sun is behind the first house on the chart, where you feel a little bit lower. Now he's crossed over the ascendant for you, if you are going by the sun sign of Cancer. This feels like you are more positive about life. There is a hopefulness to this energy. Additionally, on August 11th, we have a full moon at 19 degrees of Aquarius. And that means your 8th sector, your additional financial sector, there are only two, and they're both aspected this month. They're both transited and aspected. The full moon at 19 degrees of Aquarius brings an illumination to your shared resources sector, your investment sector. It would be wise for Cancer to close out on some kind of investment, because the full moon suggests closure. You've made your money, cash out on that, or on one of them, because something comes to an end in one term of investing on the 11th. And there's also something to be aware of here mid-month, of perhaps an investment change in rate or percentage. And you should be tending to finances this month. This is a month to get in, look at all the interest rates, make adjustments, pay down debts. Oh yeah, full moon in the 8th house, pay down the debt, pay down the principal. Lower your APRs on your cards, switch your cards to the 0% balance transfers. All of this these strategies to lower your expenses are here too for the month. And Cancer's into it. Cancer likes to figure out, probe, and feel fulfilled in life and comforted. So security for the crustacean that you are comes from your finances and financial sector. On the 20th of August, the planet of energy, action, stamina, drive, determination, willpower, and physicality, Mars, enters the sign of Gemini through the rest of the year, because he'll retrograde October 30th and go direct in Gemini as well. So Mars is in the sector of the twins, which is your 12th house. It's the sign just before you. This is actually ironic. Mars here, an action planet, is in a non-active house. The 12th house is the most quiet of the sectors, and Mars is in there stirring it up. So what can Mars affect in Cancer's 12th house? Dream activity, lucid dreaming, very active dream life, restless sleep, unfortunately. It'd be really wise to incorporate, because the 12th house is the house of meditation and spirituality and behavior and thought and release. Incorporate the quieting of the mind. Take action in meditation to relieve restlessness. I want to share something. So when I first was taught about meditation or read about it, didn't like go study somewhere in India, but I've read about it, and I did meditate with a friend long ago to try to learn how to do this. I was doing it wrong because I thought you needed to have mantras, Zen words, pictures and images that you need to hold in your mind. No. It's the exact opposite. True meditation that I've now read is about nothingness, blackening out the mind, removing thought and mantra. The art and act of sitting still and clearing out conscious thought and subconscious thought is very hard to do. And that's the goal. Even 10 seconds is a huge achievement. That's why people lose the patience to do this after a minute, because it's hard to do. It's the goal of life is to learn how to shut off your mind half the time, because your mind is just running on its own tape and you're thinking you need to listen to it all the time. You don't. Quiet down your mind. It's time to. And with Mars in the 12th, it is time to. You have cosmic support in learning how to relax, in learning how to let go, 12th house of release, in learning how to actively deal with inner wounds, 12th house of addiction, of trauma. Use this time to actively calm the hell down. That is amazing. I like this for you. This is a time to get to know thyself. I feel like Cancerians are going inward, where all the good crab meat is, and cleaning all of it up and getting prepared to have perhaps less armor on into next year, because this is a long transit. This is here, for the rest of the year. So it'll be something that you consistently bring up and work with. And you might learn to do it very quickly, because Mars works at a rapid pace. So take advantage of this. On the 22nd, the Sun enters Virgo. This is your communication sector, your sector of expression. It's also local travel, neighboring communities, and short local trips, drives. So Cancer is thriving from the 22nd through the rest of the month in your connections with your neighbors, your picnics, your Labor Day energy for sure will be about community and where you live, siblings, neighboring energies. Your new moon is also here on the 27th at 4 degrees of Virgo in the 3rd sector of expression, local travel, weekend trips, neighbors, siblings, and communication. This might be a good time for a new vehicle on the 27th through the 31st, when the new moon is in the transportation sector. Could be an option for Cancer. A new relationship or connection to your siblings in your life is awarded in the end days of August. Let's see what's here in the tarot. And if you'd like a private reading with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. This is what I do every day. And these are general readings, Cancer. So if you haven't had your personal chart looked at, consider doing so. It's where I excel, and we can hone into your specific needs and progressions of life as opposed to the general reading. And I do have openings in August. You have my calendar and access to scheduling at audreyalison.com. Here are your cards. You will be getting moving. The Page of Rods. He is the messenger. He's actively relocating. He's on the go. He's the nomad. You could be traveling, moving. Even though you're meant to kind of release and relax and sit still and go inward, you then have a boost of energy when the sun enters Virgo to get moving again. Wow, more fire, 2 of fire. Your twin flame, physical activity. The lover's energy. So physical sex could also be the choice between 2 attractive interests. If you're not with one person right now, or any people, there could be 2 coming in. This person is holding this globe or the world in their hand. In the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's the world. And it suggests you have the best of both worlds. You have 2 options that could lead you to complete fulfillment. So that's your choice to decide. And you have a lot of fire going on here for such a watery sign, but look, wow, more fire. This is the card of rapid pace. That's Mars in Gemini. Things are picking up for Cancer. And if there's any area of your life where there has been stagnance or a pause, that's the area where things are picking up for you. And it could have to do with travel and moving or movement. Yes, this is the card of yes, Audrey. The Ace of Swords is, you are correct. It's the card of yes. It's the card of go for it, just do it. It's clarity, clear thinking, making a call, making that judgment call, and getting it done. Literally, just do it. So these are very active cards. So you have a lot of control in this month. And I like this. I feel like your finances are a good place to focus. And long-term focus could be the release of trauma and wounds, with Mars in the sector of release and healing for such a long period of time. Inner work. Okay, Cancer, I wish you a beautiful month. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.